WDJZ, 1530 AM, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
March Christians, left, right, left, right.
Whoa,
Come on.
ready to take back, ready to take back, ready to take
March
back.
Christians,
Whoa, ready to take back, ready to take back what the enemy has stolen. Let us stand up, Christian people.
Hello, listeners. My name is Charles Scott. The program which you're about to listen to is called Buying and Selling a House. We come to you every Tuesday on WDJZ. The program is sponsored by Tri-State Realty, which is located at 880 North Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. We are a full-service real estate agency. If you're looking to purchase a home, if you're looking to buy a home in the area within the city of Bridgeport or the surrounding area, you can give us a call. Our telephone number is 203-334-7434. Again, that telephone number is 203-334-7434. Some of the topics we're going to talk about today is we have some seminars coming up in the area. There's also a rush out right now. People are out there looking for homes because spring is coming, and you say spring is sprung. Well, everybody's out there now. The snow is sort of melting, and so now's a good time to get out there and start looking for that particular house. The interest rates are still low, and there's availability of houses on the market. So if you're looking for a home, whether you're a first-time home buyer or if you're just coming into the area, you want to get out there and you want to purchase that home. Again, this program is being sponsored by Tri-State Realty. We're located at 880 North Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's right at the intersection of Main Street and North Avenue. You can give me a call. If you can't come into the office, I can come out and I can talk to you. So you want to take some notes, get a pen, get a pencil, because this is a very informative program. We talk about local issues, national issues, and issues that pertain to you and your ability to be out there and purchase that home. Today we have a guest, which I'm going to introduce shortly, but I just want to, make you aware that, again, interest rates do not stay low forever. It's about time to start thinking about purchasing a home. In many cases right now, you can purchase a home for less than what you're paying for rent. And there's a lot of advantages to purchasing that particular home. I also want to mention now that we have a listing that I think might be of interest to many people out there. If you're in the Norwalk, Stamford, or even the Bridgeport area, we have a condo for sale on Park Avenue, 2600 Park Avenue. It's 2 baths, and it's a 2-bedroom unit. It's a very nice unit with 3 elevators, heat and air conditioning. Central air is included, and you have a doorman. It's very private, and it has secured entrance. You might want to think about that. Give us a call. We can show you that particular unit. It won't last long. It's listed at $129,900. So it's a unit on Park Avenue in the Bridgeport area. So if you're coming in to the office or into the area, you can preview that unit by giving me a call. Again, that telephone number is 203-334-7434. Today we have a guest, and a very good friend of mine, Beverly Hoppy. She's the Homeownership Education Director from Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust, which is a nonprofit here in Bridgeport that has to do with home buyer training and housing and quite a few other things that I'm going to have her explain to you. And with that, I'd like to introduce Miss Beverly Hoppy. Beverly, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you, Charles. Thanks for having me on your program today.
Well, there's a lot of things going on in the housing market, and there's a lot of different things that you do at your particular agency that I've been aware of, and visited the agency quite frequently, and there's quite a lot of good that you do within the neighborhood. I have Beverly on the program today because I want her to explain some of the programs that she has going on at the Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust. In the past, as I've said, there's a lot of different types of mortgage programs that are out there. Many of these programs are geared towards first-time home buyers. As many of my listening audience out there knows, I actually deal a lot with first-time home buyers. We specialize at first-time home buyers. Many of these first-time home buyers, because of the mortgage program that they take and because the government wants to make sure that they're aware of the programs and to help them, there's a home buying course that they take, and it's a one-day course which is offered by Beverly and her agency. So today, if you're listening, this is going to be of very good importance to you because she's the director of that particular program that you would have to take. With that, basically, Beverly, I think I'll leave it up to you. Why don't you tell our listeners exactly what is the Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust and how the listening audience can benefit from your services?
Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust is a local nonprofit that does housing development, Charles. And our mission is to strengthen the Bridgeport community by embracing a comprehensive approach to housing development. It's a holistic approach, and we do that via 3 programs that we offer. One is a Healthy Homes Initiative with a focus on lead remediation. There's a lot of contaminated housing stock in Bridgeport that has lead still, which can be very dangerous, as we know, when there are young kids involved. So we have a program where we do outreach and education in terms of the dangers of lead. But we also have money. There's a grant component whereby anyone that has a property that has been identified as being contaminated with lead can apply to us for a grant up to $12,000 per unit to remediate the property. Another one of our programs is our affordable housing development program. We acquire property, which we then develop, making them, extremely nice and livable up to HUD and FHA Section 8 housing codes. And then we turn around and rent and sometimes sell them to low-income individuals. And then thirdly, last but not least, is the Home Buy Education Program, which I manage here at Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust. By the way, I should also mention that we've been around at least 20 years. We're well known in the local community. We're also certified by HUD, the National Department of Housing and Urban Development, and CHAFA, which is the Connecticut Housing and Finance Authority.
Okay, one of the things that's quite a bit, so I want to break it down a little bit. When you are applying for a mortgage, especially if you're receiving 100% financing, one of the courses required is the first-time homebuyer program, right?
Correct.
And listeners, I'll try to break everything down. When you're buying a house, the federal government's assuming, you're a first-time home buyer, and they want to protect you. So it's for your protection, and you are made aware of different mortgage products out there. I know you bring in an appraiser, you bring in a home inspector.
We bring in a variety of guest speakers.
From the
real estate industry. Mm-hmm.
And include myself. I've appeared at your home buying classes. And you have buyers that are there, or people that are actually, after you've done an intake, you do an interview with these people, right?
Right. Just to elaborate on that some more, our Home Buy Education Program has several different components. First of all, it's a free program. You don't have to pay anything, which is wonderful, especially now in our economic times that we're in.
It's free.
But we do target first-time home buyers, Charles. So that's our primary target in terms of our client base.
Now,
we serve primarily the Fairfield County area, but anyone living in Connecticut, can apply for our program. And I should mention, since I didn't before, where we're located. We're downtown Bridgeport at 240 Fairfield Avenue, and that's the corner of Fairfield and Broad Street, Fairfield Avenue and Broad Street, 1 block down from the courthouse, the Fairfield County Courthouse. Walk-ins are welcome, but we do ask folks to call ahead of time if needs be to schedule an appointment. We host weekly orientations. It's always held on Thursday, rain, sun, snow, or shine. And that's Thursday at 6 p.m. at the location I just mentioned. So we welcome anyone listening to this program to perhaps stop by next Thursday to find out more about our programs. But to elaborate specifically on the first-time home buyer program that you just mentioned, that's offered monthly, usually on the last Saturday of the month. That program, however, typically the classes are full, so we would much rather that you called ahead of time to pre-register. Matter of fact, I just taught a class last Saturday at which you were one of the guest speakers, and we had about 20 folks in that audience, all of them potential first-time home buyers. In fact, many of them are already pre-approved and are looking to purchase. What we cover in that class is everything from soup to nuts regarding the home buying process. It's a very daunting process to buy your first home for many folks, and to have someone that's a certified housing counselor, such as myself and other staff members that we have, sort of hold your hand throughout the entire process to educate you on the upside and downside of homeownership, what's out there, how to secure a realtor, the different mortgage programs that are available specifically for first-time home buyer. That's a wonderful thing, and that's what we do. So we work with our clients from beginning to end up until they purchase their first home.
Okay, can you give the telephone number that they can contact you?
Absolutely. 203-332-7977, extension 308. That's my extension. Once again, 203-332-7977, extension 308.
Now, when they call you, I just want to sort of simplify it. When they call you, what would they be expecting once they give you a call?
Well, when they call us, typically we do invite them to attend our orientation, first of all, where the process is explained, the programs are explained in more specific detail so that they can determine, is this what I'm looking for? The next step typically is to come in for a personal, private, confidential intake and counseling session with myself or one of the other housing counselors, and that typically lasts an hour. At that time, we look at how close they are to homeownership, and if there are impediments to them maybe being mortgage ready immediately, maybe they need to work on their budget or credit, we assist them with that as well. We actually work with our clients on a monthly or semi-monthly basis until they can accomplish their goal of home ownership. But I really would like to take the opportunity, since I know that you have a lot of things you'd like to talk about, Charles, to invite our listening audience to an upcoming program that we have in March in collaboration with Citibank. This program is part of a mortgage series that Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust and Citibank will be collaborating on. And it's a multifaceted series of seminars, workshops, lunch and learn presentations, as well as 2 homebuyer education programs that Citibank is sponsoring. The purpose of this collaboration really is to inform folks that attend, and I hope some of your listening audience will sign up once they've heard more about this exciting collaboration, but to inform participants of the local resources that are available through Citibank and Bridgeport Neighborhood Trust, such as the housing counseling, which I just mentioned, pre-purchase workshops, as well as down payment assistance programs that's offered locally and nationally. Citibank also has an exciting program, which is a grant up to $5,000 to assist first-time home buyers or low to moderate income individuals achieve their goal of home ownership. There's a lot of barriers to homeownership, as we know, one of them being typically lack of funds to close on the purchase and lack of access to information and resources. So by doing what we do, such as the information sharing we do, the counseling, and even being on this radio program, we can really put the information out there that can be of benefit to your audience so they can contact us or sign up for these workshops so they can eventually accomplish their goal of homeownership.
Now, one of the things that you said is that the workshops that you have, these workshops are usually held on Saturdays, right?
Correct.
And it's an 8-hour workshop.
Starts at 9, ends at 5. We provide breakfast and lunch, and it covers a lot of topics pertaining to the home buying process. We also talk a little bit about credit, about budgeting, the real estate process, the various